Why are people so happy to see a pregnant woman? I was 21 and my boyfriend and I were struggling. He was working 2 jobs and I was in college. We barely had enough money to cover rent and food. One day, I was on my way home from class when I felt a sharp pain in my stomach. I went to the hospital and after a few tests, the doctor told me I was pregnant. I was shocked. I didn't know how we were going to afford a baby. I called my boyfriend and he came to the hospital. We sat in the waiting room, holding hands, trying to figure out what to do. A few minutes later, a nurse came out and told us we could go home. As we were leaving, a woman in the waiting room saw me and smiled. She said, "Congratulations, honey. You're going to be a great mom." I smiled back, but inside I was terrified. We got home and my boyfriend sat me down. He said, "We can do this. We'll figure it out." I nodded, but I wasn't sure. The next day, I went to class and my professor noticed I wasn't paying attention. He asked me to stay after class. I told him what was going on and he said, "Don't worry, we'll work something out." A few weeks later, I went to the doctor for a checkup. The nurse who had seen me in the waiting room was there. She smiled and said, "I knew you could do it." I smiled back and for the first time, I felt like maybe we could.